Well, hello all you wonderful people. This is my, I think, boat cover no water video number 4 maybe. It's 4 or 5. I thought I had it all done and then this happened. That's the twisted plastic graveyard of all those cuts I made. So that's kind of like where I'm at now. Just have the cover on right now. We actually had a little bit of rain and there was pooling on the side there. You know, overall it's like I've got to figure something out. So I do have another fix today. Well, an attempt at a fix, and I'm only going to do it partially to see if it becomes a twisted pile of plastic like the first attempt. There's a PVC pipe that's called CPVC, and it is made for high heat and sun exposure. Let me go get some. So it's called CPVC, and this is what it looks like. I'll just hold this up. I don't have my glasses on. So CPVC, and if you Google it, it is made for higher temperatures and sun exposure. Now, of course, this will be under the cover, so it won't be exposed to sun. It'll just be exposed to the effects of the sun. So I'm going to see if this is actually going to work. All I'm going to do is I'm going to put the two that I did here before. This is the hardest area to push up and keep the water from pooling because it likes to pool here and over there. So this is where I'm going to do just these two, and I'm only going to do 2 because I'm afraid they're going to do the same thing. Well, you know, it's July, so it's hot. So I'm going to do these 2 right here. I'll cut them just like the other ones and go ahead and put them in there, brace them like I did at the bottom, out the ends, and then just basically see what happens with the hot sun. If these work, then I'll do the whole boat like that. Now this won't be a cheap DIY. Just one of those tubes is not quite $10. Now if you buy 8, you get them at a discount. So actually I got 8 of those for $7.81 instead of, I think it was $9.74 maybe. And then I'm a veteran, so I got a discount on top of that. And I'll, whenever I do the video, if this works, I'll show final costs and stuff. So learn from my mistakes, save some money. Let me get these cut, put in there, and let's just see what happens over the next few days if they actually deform like the other regular PVC pipe did. So come on with me, let's see what happens. It's the same idea. You know, the idea is a good idea if I can find the right kind of material to make it work. But all I'm doing is these T connectors on this PVC. Now this is 3/4 inch CPVC, not the 1/2 inch. And if you go to Lowe's or wherever you buy your pipe and stuff, your PVC stuff, you'll look at that 1/2 inch. It's kind of weird to me. It's very small, and I went with the bigger piece, the 3/4 inch. More expensive by about, I think, $2 more expensive, but I just want this to work right now. I'm not trying to be Mr. Cheapo DIY. I'm just trying to make it work. So 3/4 inch T connector on 3/4 inch pipe. I'm gonna go ahead and put this one on. I'm just trying to gauge the second arc. And you don't want it quite as big as this one because you've got these tie downs in the middle that'll bring it down here. So I'm trying to make sure it's kind of stair step down. And that looks to be about right. Yeah, I've decided to go 14 inches because I noticed there's still areas that need to be raised up. And I think I did 11.5 in my first video. So I'm gonna make these just a little bit wider. They seem to be pretty solid once you get all the supporting bases down here. So I'm going to make them 14 inches across, and that will give a little extra room to lift up the cover. And then these two outside support pieces I made 4 inches before, so let's see if I've got enough. Yeah, I actually have a foot left. Well, I could just cut this in half and make them 6 inches, cutting them out here. Really doesn't matter, so I'll just go ahead and make them 6 inches, now use the entire piece. Okay, so I've got 2 support pieces. And this is done. This is, you know, having done it already, it's kind of nice. I know what to do, what to expect. Let's go over here. Do the exact same thing here. I hope this works. Now I'll cut another, I guess I'll cut it 12 inches, then cut it in half again. So one more 6-inch piece. Now I'm going to put these 2 pieces here on the ends again. There's definitely a whole lot more tensile strength to these. They're definitely pushing back more. So now here's what I've got. Got these 2 arches, anyway. See, they're stair-stepped. One's taller than the other one. And hopefully these will not melt in the heat. So that's all I'm going to do. I've used 2 of the pipes. If they melt or disform or in any way disfigure, I'm just going to take the rest of them back, because like I said, those are almost $8 a tube, even with the discount. And if they work, then great, I've got a solution. So I'll have to let this sit for a few days, and I'll come back and let you know how it works. So thanks for watching this video, and I'll be back soon with the results of several hot days in a row, I hope. Well, I came out real quick and put the cover back on the boat. So here it is with the cover on, but that is way too tall because it's making everything fit. I mean, I barely have a lip right here, and this is usually down here more. It's just pulling it up so high. So if the pipes don't deform in the heat, you know, this would be a great test because there's a lot of tension right here. So this will actually be a very good test to see if it'll actually work. And if it doesn't melt away into nothing like the other ones did, then I'll just cut that down, and I'll go ahead and make the rest of the boat framing, and it'll work. So fingers crossed. I'll keep you updated.